there, guys and gals. You're listening to the Tempest Universe. This is the Tempest Universe.
Hey, this is your host Manny, and welcome to the Tempest Universe. I just want to let you know that this is where you go for UFO news, some alien stuff, some weird news, things about the galaxy, the universe, if you will, and how treacherous it is for humanity, but not for news about Joe Biden, inauguration stuff, because I totally forgot. I don't even know how, because it's all the news over here. People are loving this whole inauguration stuff. But the moment I heard that there was no chance in hell that Trump was going to streak the inauguration, I was like, I don't want to watch it. I don't even want to hear about it. I don't. I really don't. My biggest fear is not that Joe Biden is not going to do his job, but it's like, I'm not going to get any good sound bites out of this guy. This whole thing about, come on, man, that's not cool. That's so 1970. I can't. I just can't. So hopefully sometime during his presidency, Sleepy Joe is going to give us what we need to hear on Tempest Universe. He's going to talk shit about someone, and it's going to be big. It might even be bigger than China. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm just saying. Today's episode, we got a few stories, one weird one, but it's weird because once I started thinking about what happened in the story, I was like, holy shit, what's really going on? What's the real deal here? And this is something that people are giving to each other all the time. I'm not talking about crabs. I'm just saying, we'll get into it in a moment. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Now, I did say I was going to talk about my boy Elon down in Boca Chica. The billionaire several times over that's going to make his way down to Texas in order to, join the rest of the Texans that are not from fucking Texas, like me. And I was going to talk about Boca Chica and the stuff that's going on with Starship, SN9, nothing. This is what I said the other week. You can't plan it. Like, I fucking live here. I'm basically, 4 hours away? I could drive down there, park there, make it there for breakfast, and just sit around all fucking day if I had to, just waiting for the thing to, get lit. But unfortunately, it never works that way. Like, when you think the thing's going to take off, it's 2 weeks later. Okay? And you've lost your job. Your whole family's gone. Nobody trusts you anymore. You're like a fucking hobo down at South Padre. Because you're waiting for Elon and the crew to get it up. That's just the way it is. I don't even know anymore. I don't know. Like, I really want to plan a trip down there. Maybe even drag along, certain folks from Corpus Christi down there that will remain nameless at the moment. But I don't know anymore. I don't know when it's going to happen. This is just nuts, man. I think we have to wait till like SN45 before they start feeling confident that, that they can do this on schedule and on time. And to be honest, everyone just, they just guess when the thing's going off. Because the only guy that actually calls it when it's going to happen is Elon. You got to watch his tweet. You have like freaking tens of thousands of people on YouTube, simulcasting SpaceX when this is about to go down. You got people who watch the damn thing over and over all fucking day. There's literally live YouTube channels that just watch Boca Chica all day. And not a one of them knows when the thing's going on. So they guess. They guess when it's going to happen. I'm tired of that. Like, I want it to really happen. Stop screwing around. I just can't. I can't do this anymore. So we got some news. We're gonna talk about this. I don't know. I'm so tired of this 6 months thing. Now the articles, literally in one fucking week, they're talking about the timeline is getting close. Are you fucking serious? They just announced it. How close can it? It's not that much closer, folks. Like what, 7 days? Maybe 8, 9? I don't know. We're talking about 6 months of you waiting for nothing. I'm gonna predict it here. I'm just throwing it out there. You're gonna get a lot of redaction. And I don't know what else, to be honest. You know, I still only read like 6 pages of the CIA stuff. Thank you, CIA. Not that it's gonna help me right now, but I'm glad you guys jumped on it. I'm glad you guys showed us what the true rubber dicking is going to be. There really is stuff like that. Really historical. There's some good things in there, so I've heard. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in a little less than 6 months? I just don't have zero confidence. There's my vote of no confidence. It's all I'm saying. That's all it is. I'm just really, really sad about it. But before we get started, I've been awake since 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not like sleepy. I'm like that angry, why am I awake? Not exactly sleepy, but I might just conk out during the middle of this podcast, just for fuck's sake, just because I can. One last thing. If you guys know about the YouTube channel where this podcast gets thrown into automatically, and we had a little run with the Asgardians where, you know, we had some live YouTube going on. We have someone that wants to come on the podcast, and I want to save this for YouTube. I haven't contacted them yet, but in February I'm hoping to get them on because they are a flat earther, and they want to explain to us why the current accepted, heliosphere is incorrect. They want to let us know that the Earth is flat. There is no turtle. But they have tons of evidence why we need to get rid of the fact that we're living on a ball. We're living on someone's ball. I personally don't believe that. I don't believe that the freaking thing is flat, and I apologize in advance if I upset anyone that day. If it happens, we'll see. I'm going to send out the kind of accept the challenge for the presentation. We'll have maybe some of the Asgardians get in there and see what they have to share as far as their experience and what they believe is going on in the universe, especially on our planet, because apparently it's the only fucking pizza pie planet there is in the solar system. This is the Tempest universe. This is what you have to deal with. This right here. Let's get to the first track so we can get this puppy going.
Wait up just a minute now. but you're always on my mind. All the time, you're always on my mind. All the time, don't you know? On my mind, always on my mind, all the time.
I want to say hello to the folks that are in the live chat right now because apparently the Asgardians have a special guest with them this evening. We got the Norm Gamevet, our special guest Chrissy from the podcast Alt Pop Repeat. Also Dre, Gamevet, Green Man, the Norm, and the list goes on and on. The rest are still here. For some reason, I don't see Dave. Dave's been missing in action. We need to put out a one of those APBs down in Australia to figure out where the hell is Dave. Somebody find Dave. Somebody search some of those koalas that have that insatiable disease, that VD they like to spread out there, and see if Dave is a victim. Somebody find me Dave. You know, we've been talking about this for a while, especially during UFO Buster Radio. Well, we had Tuesdays was Science Day, and that was more nostalgic more than anything else. But it turns out that what we fear could be happening eventually. As early as 2023, it could be a showdown in space. Is Joe going to be ready for that? Is he going to pull the trigger when China, I was going to say Japan, but that's Gojira. You know, when China gets up there and claims our moon as their own, what will Joe do? That's what I want to know. Let's send him a letter. The article is coming out of Bloomberg, and it's citing the fact that there is a race for Mars, but not just Mars, but also the moon, and the race is between China and the U.S., and it's heating up. It's heating up. It is crazy how in sync they are with each other. And I'm saying they, I sit in one of those countries, but still, it is crazy. In February, we have dueling, expensive as fucking robots, rovers that are landing on Mars, back to back. One from China, one from the U.S. But that's not all. This stuff just continues. It turns out that China has their own competitor to SpaceX and the Starlink situation. Yeah, billionaire Lei Jun, which I probably totally messed that one up, he is actually operating China's first low Earth orbit 5G broadband satellites. He's also bringing internet to all the jungle bunnies. Anyone that wears a leaf in China will get internet. That's guaranteed, thanks to Lei Jun. This is what's going on. I mean, like everyone said, fuck Venus. I think that's why the Russians just took over Venus, because no one gives a shit about Venus. The race is the moon, the race is Mars, and shit's heating up. Now, I did, this article does bring a particular point to this situation, and that is that apparently China is being blocked from many of the global initiatives that have to do with the International Space Station because of Congress. Apparently, about 10 years ago, they barred NASA from cooperating with China. Now, that's weird, because I figured that would have happened in the last 4 years, but apparently not. Apparently, he wasn't the only one, on the China tour. But China isn't dumb. I mean, they're not stupid. They're ancient. They've got ways. They've got ways around things like this. So apparently they've been getting together with France, Italy, and Brazil in order to get around these blockades. They will get to space. It's a matter of time before we get to the point where we're going to have to fight for territory. Who's going to dominate space between these two countries? And then, people got to, they got to pick sides. So it's going to build up to something fantastic. This is your Star Wars. Here it comes. What didn't happen about 30, 40 years ago, your Star Wars is now. Fantastic story. And by the way, this company that is the copycat of SpaceX in the Starlink situation, they can only put up 500 satellites a year. Are you fucking serious? I mean, Elon's not sweating this, not by one bit. Now, the only downside to this is that most of that's probably copied anyway. Probably duplicates of what Elon is putting up. Just like they try to, carbon copy the Tesla cars. I mean, they give no fucks, I'm going to be honest with you. They give no fucks whatsoever. So they will copy whatever the hell they need to make sure their folks are on top of technology today. So it's just crazy the way this is turning out to be. And there could be some real serious repercussions in the future. Now, China has a unmanned lunar mission that's scheduled for 2023. And that's going to prepare them for when they stick, demo 1 and 2, whatever astronauts they pick, to go to the moon. And I guarantee you that it's not going to be, in 2030. They're going to beat that number just because any number that NASA throws out, they're going to try to beat it. That's the competition we're in. And eventually somebody's feelings are going to get hurt. And it's going to get ugly. I guarantee it. We've been seeing this for some time now. And, we got to take bets to see who's going to draw first blood like Rambo. Is it going to be China? Is it going to be the U.S.? Will the Russians chime in? I mean, it's all crazy. Space is going to be so chaotic, it will be Tempest all the way. There's more to the article regarding China's activities, everything they're planning, and a little more of that in-sync movement with the United States. Shit's going to go down. I guarantee it. By the way, I was thinking about Joe Biden, right? I was thinking about how can I get this tribute song to him? Because this next song is my tribute to Joe. This is what he's going to be listening to tomorrow morning. NSA, please pass that over to him and let him know.
Get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Get out of bed and I stretch. Bet that my hair is a mess. Look through my clothes for a fit. Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. okay. I know that today'll be a good day. Feel good, feel great, can't complain. Look out my window, see birds and planes. Sun's out, some clouds, it might rain. Siblings on my nerves again. Summertime, go for a swim. Wintertime, go grab a sled. Spring, I might need an umbrella. Fall back in school with my friends. Attitude change like the weather. My mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks, we evolve in a circle. Every 12 months we do it again. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.
I don't know, for some reason when I heard this song, I could see him like popping and locking, early tomorrow morning, walking to the White House with a big smile on his fucking face. Because he's in. He is in the inn. So why not? Why not enjoy your day and do some crazy shit tomorrow, Joe Biden? You can do it. And I was just thinking here during the song actually, and I was thinking, you know what? All Pop Repeat probably would be a good addition to that conversation about the flat Earth. I mean, this could be one of those what do they call those? Like YouTube conference on the flat Earth. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll have to send out the feelers. And I just did send one out. So how about that? So I think GameVic could almost really relate to this next story. The story itself is out of the MilwaukeeMag.com. Strange stories and unusual UFO sightings in Wisconsin. First of all, again, I don't know what's going on in Wisconsin. Like, I would think that if I'm traveling 4.2 far, 10 billion light years away, for fuck's sake, why would I probe someone in one of the coldest parts of the damn planet? Or, well, fuck. Why? Why would you do that? Especially if I got no fur. That really would just drive me insane. To be there as a little gralien and, trying to probe somebody and it's like 40 degrees below zero. Makes no damn sense. But apparently the shit's going down in Wisconsin. There's some serious business, right? There's a Wisconsin native by the name of Chad Lewis. He's a paranormal researcher. And, I hate to say this, but he has a degree in psychology. I don't even know why that even matters. But he's an author of several books, including the Wisconsin Road Guide to Mysterious Creatures. That's a good side gig, I guess. I mean, why not, right? He has these stories that he's collected about some of the craziest UFO sightings and, of course, other cryptids in the Wisconsin area. And we've actually seen, in just this month alone, the first month of the year, that Wisconsin gets pretty busy when it comes to UFOs. They've got some shit going down over there. Maybe that's the way they stay warm. It's a good probing once in a while. There's a story in here that's pretty fascinating. Kind of made me laugh because that's the kind of podcast we run around here. And it goes like this. There was one night that the husband and wife, they were asleep. They haven't slept in a while, so I don't even know what that is. The wife gets up in the middle of the night. She's got to go use the throne. Right? It happens. It happens to the best of us. So she's walking down the hall, heading for the porcelain shitter. And then she notices there's some strange lights that are coming through a window. Now me, that's an about-face situation. I'm just saying. But she had to go. So she gets a little closer. And then she sees that there were yonder through the window, there were lights hovering in the forest behind the house. Again, just turn around. Just turn around. Like when you see lights in the middle of the forest where there shouldn't be any lights, you don't continue. You turn around. No matter where, if you're on the side of the road, you see freaking lights, get in your car, get the fuck out. If you gotta go to the shitter and there's strange lights, go back to the bedroom, go get the gun, get whatever else you need. Try to wake up your husband to the snoring. I don't know. But don't just go ahead and continue on your merry way because you got the pee-pee dance going on. It just doesn't work. Unfortunately for her, she was in shock for so long looking at this light through the window that the light slowly was getting closer. As the light got nearer to the window, she realized there was a UFO the size of a small house just sitting right there outside, right by the forest. The story goes on to say that she felt confused. No, there is no confusion. What happened to this? Folks, how is this confusing? GTFO. That's all I got to say. GTFO. So anyway, she finally came out of the confusion and she ran to lock the door. But before she got there, what happens? It's like straight out of the fucking movies, right? All of a sudden, there was a big flash of light everywhere. The place was just filled with light. And then she realized it was too late. Because her door swung open by itself, from what she can tell. And the fog that was outside started rolling in. I mean, seriously, this is straight out of Hollywood. The fog starts rolling in through the entryway. She saw a hand reach out of the fog to grab her. And then everything went dark. So, the lesson is, when you see the bright lights in the woods, GTFO. Don't sit there dazed by the pretty lights. No. Just don't do it. Like literally, if there is acres and acres of woods, GTFO. That is the answer. Fight or flight. No fight. Just telling you. She says the next thing she knew, she was in the bathroom watching the lights move away back into the woods. At least they were kind enough to put her on the shitter. They probably realized that, or she made a mess. Yeah, she made a fucking mess, right? They grabbed her and she like peed all over them. Probably cleaned her up and put her back on the shitter because that was where she was supposed to go. Or she had a really funky ass dream while she was on there. So I don't know. You guys figure that out. The next day, apparently, the couple found a burn mark in the backyard, and after going hypnosis, she recalled she was taken by aliens, but her story has not been confirmed. I don't understand how would you confirm that. Do you go around like interviewing random aliens? Do you recall somebody pissing in your UFO? Yeah, there was that one morning in Wisconsin. No. This is what I'm saying. And so many stories are like this. I understand. You want to get the picture. Or you like pretty lights. But still, at the end of the day, you could end up like this woman, sitting on a toilet out of nowhere and going on the hypnosis to realize that you were taken because you didn't GTFO. Just saying. Keep that in mind. So apparently the article says there are a lot of these kind of reportings coming out of Wisconsin, and many of them can be found on NUFORC, the National UFO Reporting Center website. Thank goodness they didn't say MUFON, which collects all these unverified reports. This is just damn nuts, is what it is. It really is. But still, we'll see. We'll see in 5 months if her story can be corroborated by anything that's reported in this damn UFO report, UAP or aerial phenomena, whatever the hell it is, to that damn task force. I mean, really, honestly, what the fuck are they going to do with it? If you get a report that says that everything that you've built, over all these years, all this military hardware and all these defense initiatives and weaponry are meaningless, what are they going to do? They ain't going to do shit. Not a damn thing. There's more to the story. Check out the links in the description. Every story I talk about, there's linked in the description for you guys to check it out. And, what can you do, man? These stories are a dime a dozen, but a lot of people just don't give enough fucks to investigate them. And really, this lady needed some help, to be honest. Because either she took a real serious dump, or she was pretty much abducted. True story.
Don't need your pity, don't need anything from you. You made me someone I am not. You made me realize what I got. Don't want your sympathy, your eyes so full of tears. I got my friends who got my back, so don't pretend you're all I have. You can't come crawling back here no more. First you love me, then leave me, then say you're lost without me. I found myself without you, I'm sure. Look at me now, I survived, so don't you worry about me. 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 Ooh, baby, don't need you to love me, so you shouldn't worry. Hey, baby, I got all that I need, so don't you worry about me. I'm living it up, I'm taking it high, yeah, I'm living it up without you. Ooh, baby, I got all that I need, so don't you worry about me. Come get your clothes and all the stuff you left behind. Don't want it lying all around, don't want a thing here to remind me of your presence, cause I'm much better without. No need for memories at all, I'm done erasing you, my love. You can't come crawling back here no more. First you love me, then leave me, then say you're lost without me. I found myself without you, I'm sure. Look at me now, I survived, so don't you worry about me. Ooh, baby, don't need you to love me, so you shouldn't worry. Hey, baby, I got all that I need, so don't you worry about me. I'm living it up, I'm taking it high, yeah, I'm living it up without you. Ooh, baby, I got all that I need, so don't you worry about me. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is the Tempest Universe with your host, Manny. I'm Bob Dylan. You know, in the 60s when we wanted to see things, we just took a lot of LSD.
This next story is making its round around the internet. Bugs just walked in. So we're about to hear a whole lot of damn noise. He does that on purpose. He's going to fight right now with his bed for like 5 fucking minutes trying to find a spot, even though he ends up in the same spot every time. So this story is out of Lad Bible, if you want to know. Passenger plane films near collision with UFO. At first I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't, yeah, okay, no, I don't really want to see this, but I was drawn to it by clickbait. It turns out a Singapore Airlines flight was heading to Zurich Airport, Switzerland, on the 17th of January when some shit went down. Sometime between 7:30 a.m. and 7:50 a.m., a passenger turned their camera while the plane was preparing for some shit, right? Because apparently they were about to have a mid-air collision with a UFO. Now the plane was getting ready to land, and in the background of this video, you gotta check it out. The video itself is like maybe like a minute and a half. You're not gonna lose that much time. If you're at break and you've got to take that dump, don't do like that lady. If you see strange lights, go the other way. Find yourself another restroom. But if you're at work and you need to take a fake break because you don't want to work, save this link, go into the restroom, play it as loud as you can while you're in there, and check out this UFO incident. Because the weird thing is, now I'm going to be the first one to say it, this is probably like a drone, but the guy is like filming the wing, right? And in the background, you hear the flight attendant. And the flight attendant is like really like, I picture like a Bigfoot, like a burly, really burly dude, like huge. And, he's got his tight little uniform on. And this guy, he's giving directions for people to kind of brace for impact kind of thing. Grab the seat backs of the chair in front of you, tuck in your elbows, stick your head in between your legs, and kiss your ass goodbye type of thing. It really is. Up to the kissing your ass goodbye, he did say all the other stuff, except in a more professional, Bigfoot kind of way. And while these instructions are being given, the one dude who is ignoring the fact that he might die in a few minutes, he's filming the wing, and you see this UFO just go by, and then he's like, shit, he did something like that. And it's a fascinating video to watch. It is really crazy. So you got this little small object that pretty much just zips by, and of course you're in an airplane, the shit's going pretty fast, and then you have this white blob that goes by. I mean, the thing could have been standing still, for fuck's sake, and the plane just went right by it. So it could have been, being that this plane was about to land, it could have been a drone, to be honest. It really could have. But we're not going to know. We will never know unless somebody, fessed up to it. According to the reports, the pilot was following safety protocols as the passengers began to freak the fuck out. And actually in the video, you could hear some of the people getting all worked up about it. But, thankfully, this pilot was able to avoid hitting this tiny white blob. And it could be a distant thing. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there. But from the video, it really looks like it could have been, one of those DJI drones or whatever the fuck it is. It could have been one of them white deals. But let's not take this for granted, because apparently Nick Pope, and here's where I get all the hate stuff. I really get a lot of people that get upset about Nick Pope. I call them the Popettes. They get upset when I talk bad about Nick Pope. And listen, I understand. Everyone's got to have a hero. Everyone's got to love somebody, because we all need somebody to love. So why not love the Popettes and the Nick Popes of the world? I'm just saying. So you guys could get mad about Nick Pope stories. Please do so now. Nick Pope apparently claimed, attached to this incident for some fucking reason, I don't know why, and maybe the Lad Bible just threw all kind of shit together, like a big smorgasbord of UFO nonsense. And so they put in here that the Pope claims that many sources have told him that the Ministry of Defense is looking into UFO sightings, even though their official position is that they have no interest in UFOs. It's a big claim coming from some guy who was 14 levels below ground in a broom closet while he worked for the place. That's the only picture I get in my head of Nick Popette. But he says, according to the Metro UK, that they quoted him as saying, there's a momentum building up and there's no smoke without fire. The clock is now ticking. Because everyone sees the fucking clock ticking now. Even Nick does. Even Nick sees that there's 180 days and the shit's going down to zero eventually. And he says a response is due in 180 days of the enactment of the COVID-19 relief bill because coronavirus knows aliens. He says the bill contained the Intelligence Authorization Act. We are authorized to be fucking intelligent according to this bill. And the bill says you intelligent fuckers are required now to articulate to us what the hell's a UFO. Nick didn't say all of that, but I know he meant that shit. Like after I read this quote by Nick Pope regarding nothing that the story had to do about, like I feel like he's like brand new now. I feel like he's the new Nick Pope. He looks a little bit like a cross between John Travolta and, Starsky and Hutch or something like that. He's got a hairy chest now. He's wearing the big chains and the kind of silky shirt. Like, he's in the shit right now. He's loving it. He's loving what's going on. And he's celebrating. He's got a new bag now. I'm just saying. The two didn't have to do with each other, but I do recommend looking at the video. Yes, it may be a drone or some shit like that, but it's a cool video. And at least you can get a laugh of the Bigfoot that is in the background telling people to kiss their asses goodbye. It's entertaining at the very least. One more to go. This is our weird story today that almost turned into a conspiracy for me. I don't know. It just happens that way. I guess after that song, I'm not sleeping till damn Friday. Fuck my life. So one of the things that I'm doing for the Tempest universe is show you how crazy and what a real Tempest universe we live in. It is not just a universe. It's not just a galaxy. It's not just Pluto. It is our planet. It is our lives. They're fucked up. And, so it's okay. It's okay to be upset about it, but get over it because nothing's going to change. It's going to be screwed up no matter. Here's a story about a gentleman, a fatherly figure, who decided, hey, it's a good idea if I give everyone in my family an Ancestry Today DNA test. Yeah. I know some of you already know what happened. I mean, some of you probably already read this. You came across it somehow. Maybe you even follow the individual that this happened to. Her name is Kat McDonald, and she goes by, Fretless Feline. And she's a TikTok user. She's big on TikTok. I know Dre's on TikTok all the time. He's on there doing little funny videos and stuff when he's got time during work. Like he should be working. And so the clip where she just came out to everyone and told them what went down when her dad gave out this DNA test to everyone from Ancestry.com. No, mind that much. Because if you've done it, I've got something crazy, going around in my head about this. 3.7 million times that particular video was seen when Kat McDonald was explaining that one Christmas her dad decided, I'm going to give the entire fucking family an Ancestry DNA test. Right? And then something happened, right? Because she's a redhead. So she figured automatically, she assumed, well, I'm a redhead. Everybody else in the family is redhead. My last name is McDonald. I should be Irish. Right? Turns out, in the DNA test, she's the only fucking person that wasn't Irish. No, apparently her DNA came back as German-British. Not a bit of Irish. Not one bit. So, of course, she's looking around like, she thought it was maybe funny at first. I don't know. You got to question things like that. She also was 75% Norwegian. You guys in Norway that listen to the podcast, welcome aboard. One of you guys fathered, Kat McDonald apparently, because it wasn't her dad. For fuck's sake. It turns out that she took the DNA test. First, brought it to her dad's attention. But also talked to her aunt and her mom. And, of course, there was denial there. Not in Egypt, but there was denial at the McDonald home. And then when she was talking to her dad said, hey, is there a match? Is there a match in your report? Here's where, bells and whistles started going off, because I'm thinking, for fuck's sake, are they actually doing that at Ancestry.com? Are they taking people's DNA and looking for matches? What the fuck? She did that. And then the name came up. And so she says, hey, Daddy-O of mine, since you fucked up my entire childhood just now with this one DNA, do you recognize this person that apparently was a damn good match for me? And he says, hey, guess what? Apparently, the guy was an old family friend. Yeah. And not just any kind of friend. He was a guy of notoriety. He was rich as hell. Came from, uppity class family. So she decided to Google the guy. It turns out he's really fucking rich and the CEO of some company and already has 3 daughters that work for him. So she decided to go travel over there and visit a corporate office. How do you do that? How do you go from, I'm like 30 something and shit. I know my life. And then your dad says, boom, you're not my fucking kid. People are saying that he knew that was going to be the end result. There's a lot of people who commented on this video that say, Daddy-O was trying to make a statement. And that is, get a real job. Stop hounding me for money, because you're not even my kid. I don't know. Who knows what this situation was? According to this, McDonald tried to give the guy a letter, but when he heard her name, he refused to meet up with him. Because he know what went down. He know what that dirty Vato did. He know exactly what happened. Basically, she wanted to just give him a note to say thank you. Because she was really happy with her life. Happy to be alive. And where's my $1 billion, bitch? Probably didn't say that last part, but fuck, I'd be asking for that shit. Because Ancestry Today told me, you my daddy-o. You better pay up. You've got like 30 or 40 years to make up, fucker. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying that the dad did that shit on purpose. But I don't know. Now, the thing that came to me was the idea that what the hell is Ancestry Today doing, matching people like that? Who is tracking your DNA when you go in there because you think it's cool to find out that you're 10%, Eskimo? Who is tracking this? And who is Ancestry Today looking for? Isn't it kind of weird that they're doing that? Like, I figured all they did was tell you, oh, you're, 5% Indian, 25% Puerto Rican, and you have like 2% German and about another 5% Australia, just Aborigine. They just throw a bunch of freaking shit together and just, call you confused. But no, apparently they're tracking these things and they're having a database. Like, I'd be fucked up as hell if a Rolling Stone came and said, hey, you're my daddy-o, and they're like, yeah, Ancestry.com told me. That's none of their damn business. Why would they be doing that? This billionaire should go after them now. Because he might have to pay up some money. I'm sure the girl's not going to chase after him, but for the love of God, how could they do this? This is, I think that's frightening to me. That there's this company which people are using for, just for fun. Hey, let's see how much of a donkey you are. And they're actually tracking and keeping record of the people they match and define to their DNA. And actually giving that information to any Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes close to that DNA match. It's a scary world. Even the things that you think are for fun are fucked up because it's a Tempest universe. It really is. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so there you go. She had a surprise. He had a surprise, and her dad's laughing his ass off somewhere, I'm sure, on the inside. And mom, she's cringing all the way to her little, cold shower, just, all huddled up, crying because the jig is up. She was being nasty. Totally nasty. You're ashamed of yourself, lady. Anyway, that's the shit that happens when you don't sleep. Like, you see these news articles and your mind just fucking goes bananas. Completely nuts. That's the end of the podcast today. Check out the link if you don't believe me. This shit really happened. So stop with Ancestry.com. Don't do it. Don't do it. They are keeping you. They are keeping you. I'm telling you. They're keeping records of you. And you don't know what the hell they're going to do with that. I just want to know who the fuck they're looking for. I bid to you adieu. There is no Dark Horde today. It is bi-weekly. I'm sorry, not today, Friday. It is bi-weekly. So I may be able to sneak in another Tempest universe on Friday. We'll see what happens, how much time I have. Because I'm sure there's more crazy shit to talk about. And if you join the Discord, there is a room in there for you to drop in there your favorite drink. Your favorite alcohol concoction, even if you make the shit up. Put in the recipe, maybe drop a picture or a video. I know Norm is looking to get in there real quick and drop some of the good stuff so we can all be drunk, not just me, while the podcast is playing. I'll check you guys out later. Peace.
This is the Tempest Universe